April 21st here in southern Ontario, Canada. Oh, really bad today. I want to say thank you for the e-transfer I just received. You know who you are, you know what the amount is. I'm really grateful. These broken ribs, my wallet's as broke as what my damn ribs are. I've had to turn down 2 cash gigs, I just can't do it. Anyways, I want to get into 15-minute cities because people, we got to spread the word on just how bad and evil a WEF plan this is. But I'm stuck at home, so I'm going to kind of do a little series. Our conventional cities aren't smart. I mean, they started out, somebody put a trading post at the fork in the trail or the waterways that used to serve as our main transportation routes, and then they just kept going. Urban sprawl. Need more houses, you pave over the farmland because it's flat. It's already cleared, it's cheap. Build more houses. Less food, more people. Nothing smart there. Then once the urban sprawl's grown enough, we get a retail, commercial, maybe some light industry, and the sprawl just keeps going. So there's no smart cities. Now, who's ever credited with cooking up a smart city concept? Was it some guy back in 49? I don't know, it's accredited to somebody. Yeah, that was smart. You start with a clean slate. You figure out your ratio of residential to commercial to light industry to heavier industry and the infrastructure that goes with all this. It would have been smart, say, if 8 years ago when Trudeau took power, if he was actually smart and wasn't a WEF minion, we'd have said, say, just for example, it's a whole lot of undeveloped land in Quebec, massive amounts of it. So, okay, Trudeau, you wanted to bring in 500,000 immigrants a year. Actually, it's more like 1 million. But let's say, for theory's sake, argument's sake, that was the plan, not a WEF thing. Then why wouldn't you design a city out in the middle of nowhere, in Quebec, just as an example, using, you know, we don't have to start with a clean slate. What would be a smart city? We kind of know what it is. Again, the ratio of residential to everything that's entailed with that. There's lots of water running in Quebec. Maybe we could have powered it all hydroelectrically with dams. Well, you don't like that idea? Well, okay, maybe there's some natural gas there. Well, you don't like that one? Build a nuclear station. Whatever. You want solar panels on the roof? Well, we'll get to that in a minute. But you start with the concept. You say, okay, we're going to build a city here. We'll start out with 1 million people. But we'll aim it to grow to 5 or 10 million over years and decades. Plan it from scratch. That would be smart. The money would stay in the country. I mean, we have rocks for gravel. We have trees for wood. We have steel mills. We have mineral resources. You want solar panels on all the roofs in this new smart city? We'll build them here in Canada then, if that's what you want. What would be wrong with this concept? It doesn't have to be limited to the immigrants have to go move there or are necessarily going to. Sure, lots of people already in the country would go, hey, let's get in on this. There's lots of work. You know, we start with a new house that's smart in design, you know, with, you know, the latest building technologies and stuff for efficiencies and blah, blah, blah. We wouldn't have to import hardly anything from outside the country to do it. It would be a fantastic make-work project. That would be a smart city. But Trudeau's not smart, and he works for the WEF, so I'm just saying, this is all hypothetical. So I'll be back in a moment.